go ahead and go into we're going to go ahead and go into our final topic of the night, which is Marvel is collaborating with Magic the Gathering to give us I believe, a new set,
Yeah,
a whole new deck and everything.
So like the universe expansion stuff that they've been doing with Doctor Who was the recent one, Lord of the Rings, Transformers, the Godzilla series, My Little Pony of all things. And now their newest one is the Marvel stuff. And from what I've read and looked up, people have been actually wanting this for years. Wizards of the Coast have been wanting to do this for years, and they just now finally they got the final okay to do it, and we should be getting them sometime in the year 2025.
Dope.
Nice. And Magic the Gathering kind of like started dipping their toes in Universes Beyond with their Dungeons Dragons set, like going like within company things, and then they went like My Little Pony, and they also went with Stranger Things, and kind of just dipping their toes.
I do remember they did Stranger Things. Yeah,
I think the first secret layer that they did, where it was like Universes Beyond, was like The Walking Dead.
Yes,
which was like pretty controversial at the time, but now I don't think anybody cares. But yeah, I think it's awesome that like we're getting like these unique cards that are
limited
tailored.
Sets and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know. I really like it. I really enjoyed the Lord of the Rings set, and I thought it was very unique. Had a lot of flavor. I feel like if they have as good of writing as they did for that one, it's gonna be just as good.
Yeah, and I feel like Marvel, you have enough lore in that universe that you could make a very really well-written Magic the Gathering universe kind of thing. So,
Well, and this does support the idea that the universe of Magic the Gathering isn't a closed-off universe. It is deeply, deeply varied.
Yeah.
A lot of people, from what I've heard, and I've talked to a few people that play Magic the Gathering, they're like, they can't wait to see what commander decks they come out with.
Oh yeah,
for this. I'm in.
I swear, if Captain America isn't red, white, and blue,
he's got a
So quick question: how are they sorted? The Magic cards sorted. I'm not going to try to repeat any of the words.
Nothing has been shown yet for the Marvel stuff, though. But are you talking, or are you talking Magic in general?
Like Magic in general, like are they sorted about like how D&D is? Like you got your tanks, rangers, stuff like that kind of stuff.
Oh, I mean they have different colors that do different things.
I don't play the type of card games.
You've got red, which is known for just hard hitting for the most part. Black tends to, hey, you killed my guy? No, you didn't. Fuck off. Blue, which is fuck off, you don't get to do your thing. Green is kind of a mix between hard hitting and healing, and white is defending and healing. Feel free to correct me on any of those.
If you want
to, that sounds about right.
If you want to like compare it to D&D sort of things, blue is wizards, white is paladins, black is necromancers, green is druids, and then what's the one I'm missing? Red is barbarians.
Right.
Yeah.
I was wondering about this, like which characters from Marvel or whatever would be sorted in those rankings in the system.
Oh, they're gonna be multicolored for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could totally see Iron Man being red green. I could totally see that.
Red.
Hulk is gonna be straight up green.
Easily, yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Big dumb creature. Yes, that's gonna be green.
And it's gonna be cool. They're gonna. I really hope they do this because they haven't done this for a long time. Do you guys remember, like with the werewolves, where you would flip the card over when they're transformed?
Oh yeah,
I got those.
I hope they do that with Hulk.
Oh yeah,
they've got those for vampires.
I think they should do that with a lot of the characters. Because
I wouldn't do that with all the characters.
So yeah, that's the thing. With Hulk, it makes sense just because Bruce Banner and the Hulk are two separate entities.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Doing it with other characters would make less sense. I could see it happening for Red Hulk, the She-Hulks, but the Hulk line.
Yeah, I can see him doing with those. X-Men, I think, are going to be interesting if they use X-Men characters. Those are going to be interesting. I would like. It's funny they bring this out, and I literally just got rid of my Magic cards. This is probably going to bring me back in, and I would totally play a freaking X-Men deck.
It's an expensive hobby.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I tried to get into competitive Commander, and after making one deck, I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Making decks is
I
so
don't-
fucking hard with Magic, and it's
I don't
kinda
understand that. Hold on. Somebody has to explain it. Like I said, I don't play Magic.
We don't have time to explain it.
Yeah.
That's
That's a
okay.
whole.
Let's
That's
just
a
say
whole
I spent
reel.
$1,000 on a
Mhm.
Magic the Gathering deck, went to a competition, and didn't win a single game.
On the flip side, my first time playing a Commander game,
Mhm.
I accidentally found a synergy in somebody else's deck they weren't aware of and won.
Oh wow.
It's really just a game of I don't know what's going on here, but I'm gonna make it work.
And I say I spent $1,000. I'll say my deck at the end was $1,000, like worth $1,000. A lot of those I got in like booster packs that I didn't spend that much on. So I didn't just drop a K on
This is kind of why
cardboard rectangles. No, I did not.
This is kind of why I stick with more Yu-Gi-Oh competitively, because I could spend $100 on a pretty decent deck and top of locals and maybe a regional.
Personally, I like sorting them.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I can do without actually thinking about things, and I really enjoy cracking open the booster packs.
Oh yeah. That's what I love too. That's what I love about Yu-Gi-Oh! And people are like, why did you just buy the singles? I'm like, yeah, I'll buy the singles of certain cards, but there's just something about opening the packs.
Yeah, if I think that a specific card will help with what I'm trying to do, I have no problem dropping money on it.
Mm-hmm.
I also like how in Magic trading is still kind of alive. In Yu-Gi-Oh, it's kind of hit or miss depending on where you are. Like,
oh, did you guys hear? Speaking about Yu-Gi-Oh, did you guys hear about that guy who put down Zodia twice in one game?
He went 10-0. He went 10-0. He didn't go any further, but he did 10 matches. And
I call hacks.
Yeah, a little bit.
How you call? Wait. How you gonna call hacks on a card game if you can't hack? Hey.
No,
people in Vegas make a living off of hacking the card game.
This is
I started.
Not for very long. They get put on a list
no,
for that kind of thing.
They do get put on
Yeah.
a list.
but no, it was crazy. This guy, like, he actually started blowing up on YouTube, like right around when a card called Mystic Mind showed up, and then it seemed like he dropped off for a bit. Then all of a sudden, you see him at the YCS Indianapolis last weekend, and he's just playing this Draco Slayer Exodia deck, FTK, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And the crowd was going nuts as soon as he dropped the round one way. As soon as he drops the head down, his opponent's like, fuck, and everyone's just like, yeah. And like in game 3, there, as he's pulling out the pieces, as soon as they were cheering, and we went to the last one, the whole crowd is like, one more card.
These games, these trading card games can get intense.
They can, yeah.
Back when I was back in Texas, when the local nerd shop was still in business, I loved watching Commander games happen.
Mm-hmm. I think it was because Exodia is one of the most iconic cards in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game, alongside Dark Magician.
I'm glad you said one of them. I will appreciate the fact that you said one of the most.
Yeah. Those five pieces are one of the most iconic creatures in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! So seeing it in 2023, into regionals, it's very nostalgic.
It's one of the most iconic characters in all of card games. Like,
Yeah. That is definitely.
I think the Marvel Magic the Gathering cards are just going to be collectibles and not be used in contests.
Oh, I call bull.
I call
depends.
absolute bullshit. Yeah.
It's like people didn't think
Really?
Cards from the Lord of the Rings set was going to be any good, but now the One Ring is getting a bunch of play. Orcish Bowmasters is getting a bunch of play. People are making Sauron decks and being pretty good.
Here's the thing: you give Magic players time to fit the particular mechanics of a card into their decks, they will find a way
Oh,
to
100%.
use it to their advantage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If the dude from Because Science can make a Turing machine with Magic cards, I think we'll find some sort of exploit.
Well,
A
with
turd
that,
machine? Hold on.
with how you-
Hold on. A turd machine?
And
A Turing machine.
it's a basic computer.
Oh.
I love that.
Go look it up, dude. It's
Oh.
like a 20-minute video.
I don't want to.
like Ali,
makes us
like
so
Ali
hard.
was saying, I think what she was talking about, like you give a player time. I believe that's with any card game, really.
Mhm.
With any trading card game, you give a player time, they're gonna pull a strategy out from their deck that a
Pokemon.
person that has been playing this deck for years would never think of that strategy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
like,
Especially
so
with new
base-
cards coming out so
Pokemon,
often
I
as
guess?
they are.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter what the game is. With new cards coming out as often as they do, there's always new strategies being developed. Whether they work or not is anybody's guess, but that's part of the fun of the game.
I don't know.
That's why we play.
Yeah, I don't know much about in Magic stuff, but again, back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, people are using cards now that came back when the game first started out. That back then they weren't very useful. No one could figure out how they could be incorporated into a deck properly to make it viable to win tournaments. Nowadays, you're seeing again Exodia fucking going in to it. You're seeing all these other iconic original cards that you remember seeing from the TV shows going and helping decks top.
You want to see an MTG old card reaction. You go to any Magic the Gathering player and mention, oh crap, what was it? Grave Lotus? Black Lotus?
Black
Black Lotus.
Black Lotus.
The
Anyone who's been in the
$10,000
game for a
monstrosity of a
while.
card.
You guys, y'all were the kids that sat there in the corner of the recess and played Pokemon on day one shot with other kids.
I was that kid.
I figured that he was.
Nope,
Thing
I was in the
about
library reading books.
thing about Pokemon cards though is more people buy those for just nostalgic value. Like if there's like a fancy Charizard or something, people are gonna buy it just to have it than to actually play it.
For me, I collect Pokemon more than I do play.
Exactly.
To
yeah.
this
See,
day, I don't know how the Pokemon game works.
it's weird.
Same.
Man.
It's a little complicated.
Same.
Yeah.
It
I
is
don't
one
understand
of
how it works either.
Always have a
I can
coin
probably
by
figure out
nearby,
how
'cause there's
fucking
a lot of
Yu-Gi-Oh
coins.
works like
that's
fast
easy.
as hell,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
but I can't figure out
Yu-Gi-Oh!
how
It's
fucking the other
simpler.
one works.
Pokemon, you could buy, like, even when it first started being a TCG, I bet 95% of the people who
language.
buying the cards did
I
not-
summoned
did not
Pikachu
know.
in attack mode, I guess.
Precisely.
Hold on, because I actually do want to do this. I summon Pot of Greed, which means I get to draw three more cards from my deck. I fucked it up. But still,
You fucked that up.
I know.
How
Hey, I
really
started
play
off
out?
strong.
Greed. That means I draw 3 cards from my deck. That's not what that does. Yes, it does.
All right, here I got another one. No, and it's actually Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. It's
That was
yeah,
it.
hey, it's I refuse. My melons were meant to be free.
Love Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. It is amazing.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge is its own
Oh.
special child.
I mean, most of the abridged series are.
Oh, absolutely.
Honestly, the Cell versus the crossover with
Oh,
Little
those are
Karibo
freaking-
and
Yeah.
with Yugi, it's just like it's a children's card game. Ancient Egyptians loved it. I'm down. How do we play? According to this rule that you gave me, Pot of Greed has been banned since 2004.
And will never get off the list.
Yeah.
Dude, I swear, if
That's why Ancestral
card-
Recall is banned in Magic. Like, it's the same thing.
I swear, 2 cards that will never come off the ban list, and if they do, people are going to go fucking batshit crazy. Pot of Greed, for one, and a little card called Max C.
So wait. Why is Pot of Greed on the ban
Pot
list,
of Greed
though?
is banned in ranked games. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Pot of Greed is banned in ranked competitive games.
I believe so. Yes,
Yes, it.
But why
if
is
you
it
go
banned
to
though? That's
Any
the question.
competitive tournaments,
it can be abused to
It's
all
so
fucking
much.
hell.
it's a draw 2 free card
Oh.
with
Yeah.
And
with no repercussions.
Yep.
It's an
There are no
unfair
repercussions.
advantage.
so somebody got
Granted,
jealous
there
and
are
got
a lot
upset
other
because the
cards.
dude was using it to get 2 more cards. Oh my god. Crap, it was.
There's a whole reasoning why cards are banned and why card games do what they do to make it more fair and easy playable. Semi-easy, I guess you would say, actually. But yeah. But yeah. Very crazy tangent on trading card games there, but
I
Yeah,
mean, it was
absolutely.
worth it.
it was fun.
I guess you could say
I-
we marveled at this topic.
But yeah, no. I can't wait to see what the cards are gonna be able to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. their
As much
abilities
as
are-
I'm not a big fan of Magic the Gathering, I definitely will probably pick up some of the Marvel ones when they come out.
Same.
I saw some Magic the Gathering cards the other day. You know what happened? You know where they were?
Doctor Who.
They're at a Dollar Tree on the floor, scattered
Oh wow.
like trash. Yeah, that's the picture I posted too. I posted a picture of a bunch of Magic Gathering cards on the floor.
I
Fucking
love
dog.
how we're hearing you talking. Your image is just your smile getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
I think my favorite meme is
Sorry.
when it comes to trading cards is I spilt water and it's just a cup
It's just
with a
blues,
bunch
lands, islands.
of no, it's a Pokemon water energy card.
Oh, it's even better.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things. But yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna definitely make the game pretty interesting.
Oh,
And
for sure.
Who knows how?
I just wonder how people are gonna play them though. That's all it is.
Yeah,
I feel like
You just gotta
Magic's
give the
also
time.
kinda. I feel like they've kind of also been putting a lot of their chips into Arena.
yeah, I've noticed that too. Yeah, I
Is it-
remember seeing constant promotions for Magic Arena.
Mm-hmm.
That
I
so
do too.
Arena's okay. It's fun, but I don't know.
I mean, Historic Brawl is basically Commander, and that's pretty much all I play in it now.
Mhm.
So
I mean, even
Yeah.
World of Warcraft got into the TCG.
yeah, they made some Commander decks specifically for Warhammer. I actually played somebody whenever they were playing like the Necrons Commander deck, and I wiped the floor with them. It was awesome.
Sounds pretty fun, actually.
You guys remember Bakugan? When that was a big thing for like a while.
Shit, I'll do you a better one. Fucking remember
Beyblade.
Beyblade.
Beyblade, yeah.
Beyblade.
Beyblade.
How about
Isn't
this
it-
one? This one,
Duel Masters.
Metabots.
Oh,
Yo,
I haven't thought about that
Oh,
cartoon
yeah.
in forever.
I haven't thought about that since childhood. I'll do you another one. Okay, I don't think it was ever a card game, but you guys remember Chaotic?
Yes.
Yes,
No,
it was a card game. I
It
remember-
was a
It was a
card game. for, like,
card
longest
game?
Time.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
Oh, it was a card game. See, I never got into the card game element, but I loved the show. The show was great.
The show was great. Yeah.
So
yeah.
there's also a Dragon Ball. There's a Dragon Ball card game.
I'm
There's
aware
a
of
card
that.
game for almost everything.
Yeah.
Let's be perfectly honest. If you have a decently like somewhat popular IP that can appeal to kids and adults, you have a card game.
It didn't have a card game, but it did have a board game, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Doesn't surprise me. If you don't have a card game or a board game, you're not really considered popular.
Or a Monopoly version.
Or a Monopoly version, exactly.
A Monopoly version, yeah.
I
consider iconic. How about that? Better.
I still need to
Is there
try to
iconic?
find the Yu-Gi-Oh Monopoly game. I still need to
Oh,
find it.
yeah.
I'm still
Yu-Gi-Oh
fascinated.
Monopoly game.
I don't have
Yeah.
it. I want it, but I don't have it yet.
I'm still fascinated in the Dragon Ball Z Monopoly game that they put Jimmy Firecracker on as one of the brown spaces. I'm like, that is such a random character to put on there.
Monopoly, one of the few games that beats out Uno in broken friendships.
Friendships, family relationships. Yeah, like
It's
Monopoly
right up
and
there
with
Uno
Mario
are
Kart.
fucking evil. Monopoly, Uno,
Mario,
and Mario
Uno,
Kart,
Mario
Smash
Kart.
Bros. Smash Bros. Is another one.
Battleship.
Oh, fucking! Have you guys seen the new fucking update for Uno on their card game?
All right, we
All right, we're
we are getting way off there.
we're getting so many.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have
sorry.
so many
We're
We did.
tangents.
I think we just did half a reel for card games in this.
We really
pod.
Yeah, that we did.
Yeah.
Let us know down below if you want us to do a Snowda reel for card games, for sure.
Hell, I'll
But-
sit here and go through my cards if you guys want me to.
That'll be a 3-hour video that nobody really wants to sit through. But anyways,
I don't know. Some
Hey, the
people would
command
watch it.
zone does it all the time. Like.
that's fair enough, actually. Yeah.